Well, hello to you. Yes, it's been a while since I've done a video for you to watch, and of course here is Lily coming out of her enclosure, which she now really does have the ability to do that quite freely, because we're pretty much back to, hang on, excuse the interruption there, but my bird of course wishes to join in on the conversation, and possibly even little fellow over here may choose to do the same. And I'm hoping that Sinead, who has always been one to live out in her cattery, has decided that inside's a pretty good place to live, and it's really great. Her cattery is out there, but she spends most of her time in here with me now, and this of course is my little spot where I sit. I'm going to lift Lily and get her going upwards, not sort of near Sinead, who is definitely not used to having any snakes around and is quite fascinated by them. I have complete trust in Lily in terms of her not going down, but rather continuing to stay up, because she's always known those rules. Something that I have taught her over the years. Sorry, I'm really not organised, as you can hear. There's a movie running there that I've just started to watch, but figured, pick up that camera, Gay, and say hello to everybody and let them know that even though you're not doing as many videos, and as much as I really do want to, I have been on new medication, and it has really knocked me around and has made me quite ill during the day, to where I've been pretty much not functional, you could say. And I'm hoping that there's enough light here. I'm going to lift Miss Lily up, because do you want to go up? Sorry, I didn't bump your nose, did I? Now Lily is eating like a champ at the moment, and I'm trying to get as many meals into her as I possibly can at the moment, because she did drop quite a bit of weight. I mean, she used to be almost as round as Jessie, and she has thinned down incredibly, actually. And though I've had her vet checked, and the vet has said to me she looks a really good weight. For me, she didn't quite look a really good weight, but of course she's only a mouse eater, and getting meals into her at times can be, she's always been one, she knows, more so when she wants to eat, not when I feel that she might be ready to eat. But currently she's eating between 10 to 14 mice. Now mice, I'm talking that are maybe 4 centimetres long, and not very big at all, our adult mice that she gets fed. So don't think that they're great big huge things, because they're not. I would love her to try something different, such as chicks, but she's not interested, and of course rats must turn her stomach, like some things right now do to me with how I feel. But always wanting to allow Lily to come on out and and do her thing, we'll come up and we will say hello to her up here, which quite often she goes up to the second run and lays up under there under her heat, and curls up there and perches really nicely actually. And I often, again, you know, feel very guilty come the evening when I need to put her home, and I know she would definitely much rather hang on out here with all this, I guess. Often she'll make her way all the way along here and all the way down this branch and go up, and she gets herself in between the books in the bookcase and stays there forever. So it just, I guess, depends on the mood that Lily's in as to where she wants to go and what she wants to do. And of course, you know, I'm very much that person that is, give them their freedom to make their own choices a lot of the time. If it is not going to cause them any harm to do what it is that they're doing, we do not really need to interfere. So no harm, don't bother them. Give them the freedom to just explore and check things out. And Lily knows that she gets that, and she gets a lot of that here with me. And you know, yes, Lily is the one up here next to me, but it's been a position that Lily has had with me for 10 years of her life, if not more actually, to be honest. So Lily would be say 2 plus 8, well, she's got to be 10 years of age now. So she's trimmed down, but in her mid-years, I guess you could say, for a snake. As you can see, she's going to climb even higher. And Lily has really been the epitome of a snake, apart from Jack and Lacey. Of course, Jack was extremely adorable, but Lily, I guess, being, you know, the girl that she has a massive piece of my heart that belongs to her. And she has been so patient with me. You know, I often say to be patient with your snakes, but they have also got to learn patience with you while you're learning and realising what they are and what they aren't, and what they like and what they don't like. We make mistakes. We all will make mistakes. You know, we start off with a particular heat that we know is appropriate for the species that we have. That does not mean that they particularly want that heat. You know, I often wondered with Lily, she never ever went down to the hot side of her enclosure, and she has a 6-foot enclosure, and I never saw her down the hot end, rarely, unless she was in shed. And I'd often think to myself, is it just too hot under the heat for her? So I lowered the heat down to, I believe, about 30, and she could handle 32 to 34 heat as a jungle carpet python. But you know, she prefers that little bit cooler. So of course I have learned that is, I'm going to move and keep my balance for you, so you can see. And I believe she's probably going to make her way over to the bookcase and snuggle in there and chill, I guess, because that's what she does when she comes out. She finds a spot that she is happy to chill in, and we leave it at that. Don't we, Miss Lily? If I can get the light on you a bit there. Hey. And a little bit of focus on her face as well. And yes, Lily is extremely used to a camera being in her face, always has been. It's sort of been day one. Camera comes out and gets put right there in front of her, and I think she's very used to it. So as much as I've tried to keep a very similar look here for her so it is familiar, you know, it's not exactly the same as what it was, but as close to it as I could actually get, you could say. So I will move back so you can see exactly how I've set this up for her. Moving back even further because it's a fairly big area, much longer than the one that I had in my other home, but still very appropriate for Lily to actually enjoy. So just to catch up and just say hello and to let you know I'm still here. Just been taking a bit of a break with, of course, many other animals that I'm caring for, which of course is Jazz here, who is growing slowly. Had a really bad start to his life, but you know, is not so much interested in the crickets, so he is on a woody diet, of course, with his salad that he still has every day. Not that I see him eating much salad. It's not, you know, eventually, you know, he will be needing to eat more salad than he does actually the insects, but you tell him that. I've been telling him it for days and days. I'm just glad that he's actually eating. And yes, my marine tank is going wonderfully at this point. I'm about to do a bit of a water change for these guys. And yes, I have some coral now. Also an animal. They are alive too. And I have, you know, a couple of the mushrooms down here which are just beautiful. I have a couple of hammers up here that, yes, do sting. I was really hoping my two little Nemos, clownfish, would maybe like them, but so far they have not. Oh, you can see my couple of cardinals there doing really well. And of course Clementine is doing amazingly well. She has also got a piece of my heart, knows me and and everything, and as soon as I'm here she's straight to the front. I have a torch up there which is, yes, will sting and has actually stung me. It's not too bad. Hello, Marla. This is the new Marla, and this is Marlin, and they have paired up very nicely. I lost my first Marla, which broke my heart, and I don't know, water parameters were probably not too good, but seem to be good now. But yes, she was sort of beating up on these males, and I lost two more males, and then I left it for a while, and then I went and got Marlin, and they have, yeah, paired up as I said, very well. Have some more mushrooms here which are red. These guys are actually Duncans, and that is doing well. Some Zoas, and of course a I forget the name, but I know it. But right now it's like a fungi thing. It's a plate coral, which aren't easy to eat. No, I'm not going to eat it. Aren't easy to keep. But so far so good. And he's been in there for a couple of weeks now. My hammers are pretty new. My Duncan's been in there longer than the hammers and the torch, but so far, crossing everything looks quite good. And yes, I have to feed the corals, which they get fed a couple of times a week. Of course, these guys get fed twice a day, and they're always hungry. Are you not, Marla? Are you always looking for something to eat? But Mum's going to do a bit of a water change and scrub the rocks a bit, get some of that brown hairy algae. And of course I will vacuum the sand again, even though I just did that a couple of days ago. But anyway, I'm not going to keep you any longer. We've gone from snakes to, well, birds and dragon and fish. And yes, let's go in here because I have not shown you. Oh, there's Leo. He's in here all by himself, but he's a pretty quiet, chilled fellow. Are you not, Leo? Are you not, Leo? You are looking beautiful too. But over to my rats, and I don't know who's out. Oh, there is Otis. So yes, Otis is doing pretty good. Chubby. We're dark. Otis, what are you doing? And where's my other boy? He's not there. Oh, and there is Jasper. And he is doing just great. If you show his little face. Oh, I don't think I've got a treat here for you. Or do you want some of these things? Come on out. Come on out, say hello. One piece, and he's gone. But yes, the rats. Hello, Otis. Hello, my boy. He says, where's my treat? I just want to have a treat, Mum. Hey. So as you can see, yes, the rats are doing around. Of course, Jasper, who was the first, the little tiny guy that I hand-read, doing well. They're doing great. And they get this space out here, which is kind of the keep all the stuff and the feed. And hello, Leo. Did you come to the front to say hello? Hey, that's very nice of you today. Thank you very much. Okay? Yeah, he says. Oh no. Was that a no? I'm not really sure. But guys, you all take care. I love you all. Ciao.